Alright guys, welcome back to another episode of What's Behind My Couch. Still sorting through it all from the other night. Just kind of left it and dumped it. I got my co-host down here, Ken, and out of all that cool stuff, I did manage to leave out a couple Kinder eggs.
You want to open it.
He wants to see what's in there first. I opened one. Oh, it's a minion. Cool. You can
Look at it.
You can go in our stadium, Ken.
Look at it.
Yeah. All right, Ken. All right. So I just wanted to film his reaction to seeing some of these things that I had since I was a kid. Hey, Ken, look down here. Look down here. Look what we got. We got some new roads.
I want a car.
You want a car?
What a car is this?
Here, let's take all this stuff and we'll make we gotta make room today. I don't know whether we're gonna do any racing, and also we gotta do a Thrifty Thursday. We got one bag this week. Ken, come over here. Ken, come here. He's not going to leave his 2-bite brownie behind. That's for certain. So we got a bunch of new roads. You can have that one. And then this was with Daddy, one of Daddy's favorite. It's a big racetrack.
Want a car?
See, they go around. They go around. You gotta drive it around.
I do a race car.
There's a couple of race cars right there. Then this was one of Daddy's toys here too, Ken. Look at this thing. You want to try it? Whoop, I'm falling. You want to try it, buddy? Look, it all opens up. Here.
I found the race car.
Oh, thank you.
I got this race car.
See, look, it's a drive-through restaurant. And it's got a big sign, like a holder. See? You drive up, you make your order, right? And then they go, see ya! See, it pushes. You gotta push the outside. That's it. You got it now.
No pushing this.
No, I thought that was the way you pushed it too when I first found it there last night, or the other night.
I want to put it right here.
Sure, you can play it. Oh, you're gonna do the racetrack? Alright, Ken, I'm gonna let you play here. I gotta do some cleanup over there and eventually get this place ready for racing again. Alright, we've made some progress. We've actually hit the floor. Co-host Ken's grabbing all those antique cars. Racetrack's down over there. There he goes. That's okay, you're alright. Anyways, we got this big bin of hats, and let's see what we got. So, oh, this is a good hat here. It's from Magnum. I think the first year I worked there, we had the Bell President's Day. We had a whole bunch of pros there. So there's Marco Amira. We had Charles Howe as well. And then we had Mike Weir. We had VJ Singh. And the fifth player is eluding me. You got the brownie. You should eat it. You should eat it. Oh. How is that for you? Good? Yeah, Magna, it was really, really exclusive. And let's see, the Masters have been around for about 75 years. And give or take, there's probably about 45 to 50 different individual winners. And Magna has had probably about 20 of those winners play its golf course up there for, you know, charities and just schmooze events. Top flight. I was a top flight golfer, but I played a lot better than a top flight for a little while. Wore that hat a lot. Another Magna caddy hat. These were actually really comfortable. And a valet parking hat. What else we got? Oh, another Magna hat. Another Magna caddy hat. I suppose I could get rid of some of these. Another one. Another one. This one actually doesn't say caddy on it.
I found it.
Oh, yeah, we got cool connector Duplos. Oh, Pike Lake.
Open.
So there, that's Jean Chrétien. I got this signed at my golf course in Thornhill. And that's Ray Stewart, I think. I think I also got Chip Beck that day. But Pike Lake, it was a golf camp I went to, and I had this hat on. This would have been, I would have been 10. Freddie Couples was #1 in the world, and he was there that day. And I watched him and Jacques Chrétien play my hometown golf course. Oh, that's a different kind of car. Alright, so then we got, I never went to Super Bowl 30, but I bought this in Los Angeles, I remember. And they had that in Arizona, 1996. Yeah, I wore this hat quite a bit, but it was always too shallow. Didn't really fit on my head. A Censure. Here's a hat that can go away. Thornhill. Niagara Knights. I made my college golf team. That was their hat. Cambridge. That's where I turned pro. Not my favorite place to play, but definitely some memories around that golf course. Of course, another Magna hat. Haagen-Dazs. Yeah, for one day I sold Haagen-Dazs at the Canadian Open at Hamilton Golf and Country Club, which is actually where they're having the Canadian Open again this year. I highly recommend you go to the Canadian Open this year. I'm going to go, and apparently the course looks totally different than it did before because they took down some 3,000 trees or something, and it was a wooded course, and like all the holes are up and down, and just, oh yeah, all the holes are up and down, and it's going to be interesting to see. So anyways, Haagen-Dazs. I had my stand there right by the driving range, and I actually had a buddy playing in the Canadian Open, and I saw him hit the range, and he was about to go play, so I literally kind of put my hat in my pocket, and I just left the booth. I just left it. I just went and walking with the thousands of people. Good luck finding me. Alright, more Magna. There we go. As I mentioned in another video, Roger Nielsen's hockey camp. Totally an 80s hat.
See that?
Oh yeah, I knew you'd like that, Mickey Mouse.
Look at that. Just fall down and push this button.
Yeah, how did you figure that out all by yourself? Look, and you can make him wave.
I feel this opens.
Look, I can make him wave to you. And then I'll do a bow.
Oh my God. Did you see this?
Yeah, it's good that you're seeing all this. Oh, this is another thing I wanted to show everybody. Here is a native Canadian birch bark canoe.
I see that.
You can't buy this every day. Now it is a little bit damaged here in the back, but I don't have no idea how old it is, but I've had it forever, and it is really cool. Oh no, you don't need poker chips. Those are gonna go everywhere, buddy. Not that it's not a mess in here already. Alright, back to the hats.
I have skills.
Baltimore, Maryland.
I want skills.
I've never been to Baltimore. I'm not sure where this hat came from. Must have been from my dad. CJGA, Canadian Junior Golf Association. Played a few rounds there, or with them. Ping. I used to play Ping I3 irons, and The only reason why I ever switched them is because the groove rule came into fruition, and I had to switch irons, and that kind of sucked. More Red Wings. When I was a little kid, the more stitching on it, the better for me. The more I liked it. All right, here we go. We got Roger Clemens when he was still pitching for the Boston Red Sox. Was it Dollards out in Boston? Anybody from Boston? Let me know. I forget. But we were walking around the mall, and the guy says, "That's Roger Clemens. Go get his autograph." And nicely enough, there he did. He put it. He autographed it. All right. Here we go. Hooters, Buffalo, New York. My dad had a thing to take us to Hooters. Here we go. The real best season of all time, where there was no points for ties. Or sorry, yeah, it was a half point, but there was no points for losing in overtime back then. 62, 13, and 7. Ridiculous record. This here, you're never going to see it, but I was about 4, and it was in the lightest marker, but Mark McGuire signed this hat, and that was before his big Mac attack. Bridgeport Marina doesn't ring a bell why I would have that. Rosedale Golf Country Club. It's downtown Toronto, right kind of in the thick of things down there, and really exclusive. And apparently it has a really big long waiting line, but not my favorite look of a hat. I don't know, buddy. Alright, mostly Canadian. Hey, it's a fullback. I should start wearing this hat. Alright, what else we got? Shaughnessy. Yeah, my brother, he lives out west there. This is where they've played the Canadian Open before. And I was playing there in February, believe it or not. And it had they had frost delay. Like, there was no such thing as frost delay, even though it was covered in frost. I only played 3 or 4 holes because it was just too spooked that we were actually playing on frost. Warkworth Golf Country Club. More of a public golf course than anything, but really fun course to play. Kind of east of Toronto, in between Toronto and Kingston. Steve Yzerman, there you go. More stitching the better, and he was my hero. Another Steve Yzerman hat. A lot of hats, eh? Red Wings. Alright, Canadian Open. At Glen Abbey 2009. If you recognize that signature, let me know. Actually, I think this could have been Pat Summerall. Or no, not Pat Summerall. Could have been one of the people from the Golf Channel. And he didn't really want to sign it because he said we were supposed to be there for the players. Bell Canadian Open Day. Alright. Canadian Open Angus Glen. I've been to quite a few Canadian Opens. Unfortunately, never to play. But it'd be fun to go watch. Toronto Golf Country Club. This must have been from my dad. It's actually out in Mississauga. Southern Hills. US Open. I believe that's where the guy got struck by lightning. Won it. Not during that tournament, but in his life. Or it could have been Michael Campbell back in those days. Toronto St. Pat's. Apparently they used to be called the Toronto St. Pat's way back in the day. The Leafs. Another Magna. Srixon. I still have the driver they gave me, and I can still rip it. There we go. New York Islanders, 1983 Stanley Cup champs. It's the year I was born. And unfortunately, my cousin did not make, or was not on that roster. My cousin was Billy Harris, or is Billy Harris, and he was the Islanders' first ever pick and first overall in that draft. I think, I'm not mistaken, his line was Steve Shutt and Dave Gardner and Billy Harris, and they were all taken within the first 7 picks or so. Highly touted line. And then we got Florida Marlins, fullback. Wore that quite a bit. Now, the problem is with autographs is they're so scribbly, you have no idea who actually did it. But that looks like 93, so that'd be Doug Gilmour. whatever reason I thought I needed to tape that up with some tape. Mini sticks. I played so much mini sticks when I was a kid. Phoenix Coyotes. Montreal Canadiens. I'm not sure. I'm trying to think when and where. This was all early 90s. I got all this stuff. Someone on the Panthers. Team Canada. These stayed in my window so long they sun faded. Now we only got about a minute left here, so we'll have to go quick. I remember this one. This is Timo Solani during his rookie year, actually, I'm pretty sure. Hall of Famer himself, and there's another Steve Yzerman, another Hall of Famer. New York Islanders. I was looking for a lot of these. Penguins, Boston Bruins. 30 seconds left. Thanks for watching. What's behind Ernie Witt? What's behind the couch? It's been a lot of fun to go through this and share it with you guys. And there's my little boy playing on the same car mats that I used to play with. Anyways, we're gonna load this up and then we gotta do some cleanup